Hi, Lara from Forex Info USA with your free daily US dollar index Elliott wave analysis for the New York trading session dated 24th of March. It's 7.5 hours or so after New York has closed trading on the 24th. We're analysing price action for that session and days prior. If you would like in-depth Elliott wave analysis to help you in your Forex trading of the euro dollar and or the pound dollar, you'll find it on my site. Check it out from the big fat green subscribe button. Starting this analysis with a look back just for the last 3 years, we had a 3 waves down at cycle degree for B, and this is going to be followed by a 5 waves up at cycle degree for a C wave. C follows B, and that's going to take 7, maybe 8, 9, 10 years. It's going to take a few years yet. We've already had about 2.5 to 3 years of it, so we've still got another 5 to 7 or 8 years to go of upwards movement with corrections along the way. So far of the C wave, we've had waves 1 primary, 2 primary complete, and we're working on the early phases of a primary third wave up. I have that target for the upside for that primary third wave, which should be ending around about the end of this year, early into next year possibly. It will reach 1.618, the length of this wave 1, which ended here and began here, when the dollar is up around 104.58. So that's my long-term target for the moment. Shorter term, I'll take you to a daily chart where this blue 3 and 4 is this blue 3 and 4, and we're looking now at most recent dollar rises. This is the very first part of our primary third wave up, with the minor all blue 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in the early phases still of minor blue fifth wave up. It's time now to use Elliott's channeling technique on this whole structure. We can draw a trend line from the high labelled 1 blue here to the high labelled 3 blue, create a parallel copy, and it makes the most sense in this instance to place it on this low labelled 4 blue. This creates a very nice parallel channel that contains price movement as the dollar moves up, and we can expect when wave 5 blue is reaching its highest point, it's very likely that it will come to lie fairly close to this upper green trend line, and that will be an indication that the dollar has finished rises for the short term and may turn around and start moving back down. When price moves below this lower green trend line, we have strong confirmation that wave 5 blue will be over and the next series of ABC corrections will be underway on the way down. I have a target on the upside at the daily level of 84.22 for wave 5 blue. That's where will have the same length and be equal in length with wave 1 blue. And when wave 3 is longest, that's a very common relationship between waves 1 and 5 in your basic Elliott wave structure. So taking you now to an hourly chart where this pink 1 and 2 is this pink 1 and 2, and here's the end of that last corrective sideways movement that took a good couple of weeks, and now here's our recent dollar rises that we've been waiting for. And within this wave 1 pink, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 even ended here. This is called a truncation, entirely valid. And this is the point that we need to calculate the length of wave 1 from. Thereafter, wave 3 pink has begun here so far with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're looking for the next series of dollar rises in the next 24 hours to end this third wave pink. Now I may change the degree of labelling slightly. I may move it down 1 degree. It depends where this ends up in the next couple of days, and taking a look at our expected target and the expected overall length, I may play around with the degrees of labelling on this piece just a little bit. However, the numbers will remain the same. This is definitely a 1, 2, 3, 4. At the moment, it's reasonably academic what degree of labelling I give it. Wave 1 pink was 1.47 long. We can expect if wave 3 pink started here at 80.57, it's reasonably likely it will equal 1.618, the length of wave 1, and so shorter term on the hourly chart, my upwards target is for 82.95 for this next series of little upwards rises to end. This wave count at the hourly level is invalidated by any movement below this point, 81.00. We use the invalidation point as the orthodox high because the rule states that wave 4 cannot reach beyond the end of wave 1. So it could touch this point here, but it should not reach 81.00 or below. So I'm calling for yet more dollar rises, and that's going to take us another 2 weeks, probably could even be longer, up to that target of about 84.22. Thereafter, we should see the beginning of a more substantial correction with an ABC down. If you want to learn the basics of Elliott Wave, I've started uploading some basic instructional videos or educational videos on the basic structures of Elliott Wave. Check out the site. I'm also putting them up here on YouTube. You'll be able to find probably a new one every day or so until I've finished that series. I hope that's useful and you're learning Elliott Wave. That's all for me with the US dollar index for today. Wait for another one tomorrow. And as always, I hope your day is awesome and may all your trades be profitable.